Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge. I'm your host Maurice, and today we're diving deeper into our series with Part 4, Unmasking Insulin Resistance, a deep dive. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. We'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences with insulin resistance. Ever wondered what insulin resistance really is and how it affects your body? Well, you're in the right place. As we've discussed in our series, insulin resistance is a condition where your body's cells become less responsive to insulin. This can lead to elevated blood sugar levels and various health complications. It primarily affects muscle cells, fat cells, and liver cells, the main sites where glucose is stored or used for energy. So, how does this happen? It all begins with chronic high sugar intake, which leads to increased insulin production. Gradually, cells become desensitized to insulin signals. To compensate, the pancreas starts producing more insulin. Eventually, the pancreas may struggle to keep up, resulting in chronically high blood sugar levels. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into some lesser-known aspects of insulin resistance. Did you know that chronic, low-grade inflammation can contribute to insulin resistance? That's right, it's like a smoldering fire inside your body, constantly releasing inflammatory signals that can interfere with insulin's job. This can cause your cells to become less responsive to insulin, leading to elevated blood sugar levels. Now you might ask, how can I extinguish this fire? Well, adopting an anti-inflammatory diet, reducing stress, and getting regular exercise can all help to dampen this internal flame. On the flip side, it's important to note that identifying and addressing all the sources of inflammation can be quite challenging. It could be anything from gum disease to a hidden food allergy, and sometimes these sources can be difficult to pinpoint. That's why it's crucial to work with a healthcare professional who can help you navigate this complex landscape. While it can be challenging, addressing inflammation can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. Your gut health plays a crucial role in insulin resistance. Imagine your gut as a bustling city where trillions of microscopic citizens, known as the microbiome, reside. This community is integral for optimal health. However, when this microbial city becomes imbalanced, it can promote insulin resistance. An unhealthy gut microbiome can lead to an increase in harmful bacteria and reduction in beneficial ones. This imbalance can trigger inflammation and interfere with insulin function, increasing the risk of insulin resistance. Now, the good news is that improving gut health can enhance insulin sensitivity. A diet rich in fibrous foods, fruits, vegetables, and fermented products can help balance the gut microbiome. However, it's not a quick fix. It requires consistent dietary changes and possibly the addition of probiotics. The challenge lies in maintaining these changes long-term. Yet, the rewards are worth it. Improving gut health requires consistent efforts, but the benefits to insulin sensitivity can be substantial. Certain chemicals in our environment may contribute to insulin resistance. This is a statement that might surprise you, but it's a reality we need to confront. Our surroundings are often filled with harmful substances such as pesticides, plastics, and heavy metals. These environmental toxins can interfere with our body's ability to regulate insulin, potentially leading to insulin resistance. The good news is that reducing exposure to these toxins can improve overall health and potentially insulin sensitivity. You can take simple steps like choosing organic produce, filtering your water, and using glass instead of plastic for food storage. However, it's important to acknowledge that completely avoiding all environmental toxins is nearly impossible. We live in a world where these harmful substances are deeply embedded in our daily lives. But don't let this discourage you. Even small changes can make a big difference in reducing your toxin exposure. Despite the challenges, reducing exposure to environmental toxins can improve overall health. Remember, every effort counts when it comes to protecting our health. Your sleep pattern can significantly affect insulin resistance. When we talk about sleep cycles, we're referring to our circadian rhythm, that innate biological clock governing our sleep-wake cycle. Irregular sleep patterns, such as those experienced by shift workers or frequent travelers, can disrupt this rhythm. When our circadian rhythm is thrown off, it can worsen insulin resistance. Now let's consider the pros and cons of maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. On the upside, if you can establish and stick to a regular sleep routine, it can enhance insulin sensitivity. This means your body's cells can more effectively respond to insulin, keeping your blood sugar levels in check. On the downside, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule can be challenging, especially in our fast-paced, always-on culture. Shift work, travel, late-night social activities, even binge-watching your favorite show can throw off your sleep routine. While it can be challenging, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule can boost insulin sensitivity. Certain nutrient deficiencies can affect insulin sensitivity. That's right, folks. Specific nutrients like magnesium and chromium play crucial roles in how our bodies handle insulin. Let's start with magnesium. It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including glucose metabolism. Insufficient magnesium intake can disrupt these processes, potentially leading to insulin resistance. Now, on to chromium. This trace mineral enhances insulin's effectiveness in moving glucose into cells. When chromium levels are low, insulin may not function as efficiently, causing blood sugar levels to rise. Addressing these deficiencies can be a game changer. Supplementing with magnesium or chromium has been linked to improved insulin sensitivity in several studies. But here's the catch. It's not as simple as popping a pill. The right dosage and form of these nutrients matter and can vary between individuals. Plus, it's vital to do this under medical supervision to avoid potential side effects. Addressing nutrient deficiencies requires careful monitoring but can significantly improve metabolic health. Let's look at some real-world examples to solidify these points. Meet Sarah, a 42-year-old woman who decided to reduce her exposure to plastics. She made the switch to glass food containers, and after 6 months, she noticed a marked improvement in her insulin sensitivity by 15%. This goes to show that even small changes in our lifestyle can have a positive effect on our health. Next, we have Mike. He's 38 and was keen on improving his gut health. He introduced probiotic supplements into his diet and started eating fermented foods. Over 3 months, he saw his fasting glucose levels decrease by 10%. This is a clear testament to the impact of a balanced gut microbiome on insulin sensitivity. Lisa, a 55-year-old woman, took a different approach. She started using blue light blocking glasses in the evening and established a consistent sleep schedule. As a result, her insulin resistance markers improved significantly. This highlights the role of a regular sleep pattern in managing insulin resistance. Lastly, let's talk about Tom. At 47, he discovered that he was magnesium deficient. Under his doctor's guidance, he began a supplementation regimen. His insulin sensitivity increased by 20%, underscoring the importance of addressing nutrient deficiencies in managing insulin resistance. These are just a few examples of people making changes in their daily lives to improve their health and combat insulin resistance. From reducing environmental toxin exposure and focusing on gut health, to maintaining consistent sleep schedules and addressing nutrient deficiencies, these stories demonstrate that a proactive approach can yield impressive results. These examples are not just inspiring, but they provide practical strategies that can be implemented by anyone. They highlight the fact that insulin resistance is not an insurmountable condition, and that changes in lifestyle and diet can have a profound impact on improving insulin sensitivity. As you can see, simple changes can lead to significant improvements in insulin sensitivity. Let's continue with more inspiring real-world examples. Meet Emma, a 33-year-old who decided to take control of her health. Emma adopted an anti-inflammatory diet, significantly reducing her intake of processed foods and increasing her consumption of omega-3 rich foods. After just 6 months, Emma's insulin resistance reversed, showcasing the power of diet in fighting this condition. Next, we have David, a 50-year-old who made a simple but impactful lifestyle change. David started practicing time-restricted eating, consuming all his meals within a 10-hour window each day. This eating strategy resulted in a remarkable 30% decrease in his fasting insulin levels over 4 months. David's story is a testament to the power of when we eat, not just what we eat. Our third example is Rachel, a 45-year-old who turned to mindfulness to manage her stress. Rachel began meditating daily, a practice that not only helped her feel more centered, but also had a profound impact on her health. In 3 months, her cortisol levels decreased and her insulin sensitivity improved by 25%. Rachel's journey underlines the importance of stress management in combating insulin resistance. Finally, we have Mark, a 60-year-old who decided to make a switch in his food sourcing. Mark switched to organic produce and grass-fed meats to reduce his exposure to pesticides and hormones. It wasn't an overnight change, but his metabolic markers showed significant improvements, demonstrating that small changes in our environment can have significant impacts on our health. These examples show that with dedication and the right strategies, it is possible to reverse insulin resistance. So we've unmasked various aspects of insulin resistance today. We've seen how chronic inflammation, imbalances in the gut microbiome, exposure to environmental toxins, disruption of circadian rhythms, and nutrient deficiencies can all contribute to this condition. We've also learned that making certain lifestyle changes can help improve insulin sensitivity. From reducing inflammation and improving gut health to managing sleep patterns and addressing nutrient deficiencies, there are several steps we can take to combat insulin resistance. But remember, each person's body is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. So, consult with your healthcare provider before making any significant changes. These are complex issues, and it's important to approach them with care, patience, and professional guidance. Remember, it's never too late to start making changes for a healthier you. Thanks for joining us in the Victory Education Lounge. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your experiences. Your story could help others on their health journey. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any health-related decisions should be discussed with a licensed physician. Always consult with a healthcare professional before making changes to your diet, exercise routine, or starting any new supplements. Stay curious, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.